The Hebrew Bible functions as a rigid, interlocking legal machine, where every statute and covenant acts as a gear grinding against the next. These handwritten columns form a closed constitutional system. Every claim made about its meaning must be evaluated strictly on the text's own internal rules, holds the legal standing to fulfill a contract sworn under penalty of the principal's own life. This creates a systemic deadlock. The sovereign who swore the oath is the only party legally permitted to execute it, requiring the author of the system to eventually enter history in person. To resolve this, the text develops two parallel architectures. One track defines the legal roles required to satisfy the oath, while the other builds a sequence of historical clocks and deadlines. This is a deliberate legal trap. It opens a specific vacancy in the text that can only be closed if the one who swore the oath steps inside to keep it. The first track is the legal modal arch. It provides the exact profile for the missing executor. The system requires a single subject to hold three distinct positions: the sovereign who gave the law, the oath-bound party who performs it, and an interior repairer. This third role is forced by the law itself, which criminalizes heart states like coveting, an interior jurisdiction the external courts cannot reach. Every human candidate in the record drops at least one mode under pressure. A king may hold sovereignty, but he cannot provide the heart circumcision promised in Deuteronomy 30. This failure across history creates a precisely shaped absence in the legal record. Human jurisprudence has no mechanism to fill this void. The text engineers an empty structural space, demanding a divine occupant to close the system. The second track is the temporal constitutional arch. It speaks in the language of countdowns and deadlines. The mathematical countdown of Daniel 9 and the institutional locks of Zechariah 6 identify a specific window for a multi-office figure to arrive. These clocks compute a terminal point for the covenant's resolution, requiring it to occur while the Second Temple is still standing. This puts the expiration date at the year 70 CE. When Roman soldiers destroyed the temple and carried away its vessels, the historical window for fulfillment slammed shut. The system is now a locked historical cage. It has a hard, unyielding expiration date that no later claimant can reset. The Hebrew Bible is a closed system with a precise, expired deadline. These two tracks share no vocabulary, yet they meet at a single load-bearing point. The legal track provides the trimodal shape, and the temporal track provides the pre-70 CE timeframe. The historical record of Jesus of Nazareth enters this proceeding as a formal claimant submitting to the text's jurisdiction. We are conducting an admissibility proceeding to see if this candidate violates the Constitution or is required by its own internal logic. We test Ledger B, the candidate's claims, against Ledger A, a 6-point mold derived from the text. This mold requires a non-delegable oath, an interior verdict, an unrepeatable mechanism, an unfusible office, a trimodal subject, and a closed temporal window. The candidate's self-identification with the name I am answers the oathmaker requirement. His stated mechanism, a life laid down by his own authority, matches the non-delegable role, and his death inside the temple window aligns with the historical clock. The claimant is unfolded from the text's own logic. Every required attribute is generated from the base commitments of the Tanakh, requiring no imported roles from the outside. This identity acts as a biconditional hinge. Granting it allows the constitutional structure to close. Denying it leaves the Genesis 15 oath permanently unkept and the legal system permanently broken. The architecture proves a correspondence between the legal vacancy and the claimant's testimony. It establishes a perfect fit, but it cannot adjudicate historical fact. The Hebrew Bible provides the ruler, and history provides the candidate. Whether that keystone truly dropped into reality is the open door the measurement leaves for the viewer to weigh.